Good day everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how you could have caught a nice trade like this on the 4 hour on Crash 300. I'm going to share you my process behind the trade and also share you the results what I've sent on my free Telegram group and so forth. So please enjoy the video. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. It will help out the channel a lot. And yes, let's get started. Alright, so the first thing that we are going to wait for, we are going to wait for price to enter on a higher time frame, for example on the 4 hour on a higher time frame POI. And what we are going to look for, we are going to look for this type of setup on the lower time frame. Going to look for this kind of setup on a lower time frame where price enters a POI on the lower time frame and it goes down. We are only going to take the trade if this forms when price enters the higher time frame POI. Alright, so let's quickly have a look at price. So as we can see, if we zoom out on the 4 hour, price is in a downwards move. It made higher highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower highs. So we know price is in a down trend. So let's see what happens here. Price shifted up a little bit, a huge push up. As you can see, price took out this liquidity here, touch that liquidity there. So let's have a look what actually happened. Why did price make a huge move down here? Why did this happen? So if we look at this price action here, a high was taken out there, and we also have an order block here. If we drag that out, we have an order block. Now price for me made liquidity. We have a high here, relative equal highs. So for me, this is liquidity. So if I mark this out, valid zone of liquidity, valid zone of liquidity. And if we zoom out, as you can see, it was also a huge price move down. So for me, price needs to come back up to take out this liquidity before we can start moving down again. Now, as you can see in the screenshot above, I did send analysis, my thoughts on Crash 300 before it played out. This is what I sent on the group, the screenshot, where I'm looking for price to go on Crash 300. Alright, so let's just delete this quickly just to make it a little bit more clear. So price took out the liquidity. We broke that high, stop hunts there, and price made a huge move down. What happened when we took out that high there? We created the last level of liquidity right here. We took the liquidity. What's the next thing that happened? We broke our market structure shift. We had a market structure shift. Now, what we are looking for, as we can see, price came down. Price literally came until this area here before price retraced back up. Why did price come to this area? As you can see, we started shifting price up to the upside down here. We had a liquidity sweep, market structure shift, broke that high, price came up, down, entered the order block, broke this high. Now we broke this high, and this is an order block, and that's why price went from there until here. So now when price is here, I'm anticipating I'm going to look for trades from this high to this low, anything above the 50%. As you can see, price tapped our 50%, made a small retracement, and it's also at an order block. price went up to the 61.8 in a fair value gap, as you can see right here. So that's an extra confirmation of where you're looking to trade. Now, if I delete, alright, so when I look at the FIB, 50, we got a reaction. 61.8, we got a reaction. Now, when I sent out the analysis on the group, price was in the 61.8 level. So I was telling the group to wait for a formation like this. Where price push down and we enter on a higher, on a POI where liquidity will be taken. So we're looking for that structure on the lower time frame. Just delete this to make the chart a little bit more clear. The FIB. Alright, so let's go down to the 1 hour. We're still in our fair value gap. As you can see, before price entered our fair value gap, this was that 50% level where price reacted from. We didn't get a really nice move, but what did price do? Price literally reacted from a 1 hour order block here. And price also made liquidity for the 61.8 fair value gap. Now, when I sent out the screenshot, price was already in this level here. So now we are waiting for that formation to play out. So we can't see an entry on the 1 hour. Let's go for the entry on the 30 minute. Okay, we can see a little bit choppiness here. Choppiness there, not 100% clear yet. Let's go down to the 15 minute. Top down analysis. Do it on every single trade that you do. Alright, let's see if we can see something better here. Here we can see something a little bit better. There's a fair value gap that was created there with an order block as well. Let's go down to the 10 minute. I think I've entered on the 10 minute. Yes, there we go. So I literally took this fair value gap there. Not the fair value gap, sorry, the order block. Those 4 consecutive candles, those were the order block, or that is the order block. Plus, let me just change this color quickly. So that's the order block. And we have our fair value gap there, where price actually reacted from a few times but never punched through. So we have an order block and we have a fair value gap. So price came up. So remember our formation that we are looking for. Price made a high, broke here, liquidity was created and we enter from a POI. It's exactly what happened here. Price came up, broke liquidity, made liquidity. We had a market structure shift here on the 10 minute. You can use that one or that one. Let's use that one. With a huge impulse move down, we created this. Price literally came and tapped our fair value gap. If you entered on your fair value gap, price was literally a long time here, so I didn't enter here. I waited for price to come back into this order block because I was scared entering from the fair value gap. Reason is I saw a lot of touches before on this fair value gap, so I personally didn't want to enter on the fair value gap. So for me, I didn't do that, but I saw this as an opportunity where price created internal liquidity. And I was putting my sell stops literally my sell limit on this order block stops above this high. And where did I target? Let's go back to the 4 hour, because the idea came from the 4 hour, so I'm going to target 4 hour and lows. I'm going to target 4 hours lows. Just want to delete that. There we go. And as you can see, I did share this was my target 1. This was my target 2. This was my target 3. And around 2-3 days, the first day crashed, went to target 1, second day target 2, third day target 3. And that's where price is currently at. So literally, if you entered there, remember, higher time frame POI, then you go down to the lower time frame to find your entries. This is literally a 40 pip stop loss for a 690 pip gain. That's a 17.17 R risk to reward trade by only following market structure. Price made a move, we took out a high, liquidity was swept, market structure shift happened. We entered above the 50%, we waited for price, so price entered on the 61.8 fib level. Let me just draw that out again. Literally 61.8 fib level. I didn't enter blindly. What you do then, you go to the lower time frames. In this example, it was used on the 10 minute, where I entered from the 10 minute. And also liquidity was swept. Just zoom out a little bit. There we inside an order block here as well in this fair value gap. Liquidity was swept. There we go. Punch through. Market structure shift. We created this liquidity. So that's extra confirmation that price needs to come back up to take out these stop losses. And then price literally tapped into our order block, got into the trade, and you got your 17.17 R risk to reward trade. Target 1, target 2, target 3 was reached. And that's how you analyze the market. I will make another video on Boom 1000. Exactly the same concept. Literally, you're looking for this pattern. This is the pattern you are looking for. So it's this one. Extra confirmation, you can use something like this. Where liquidity is created and then the POI is created on the on the time frame, but liquidity is created. In this example, as you can see, it was what happened here on the 10 minute inside the 4 hour POI fair value gap, and that's how you got in that sniper entry on Crash 300. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Also join our free Telegram group, where I will send some of my analysis throughout the week. It's not every day that I send through, but I do share my thoughts on the pairs as well. See you in the next one.